Hey guys, happy Friday! So I feel like the big topic this week is Christmas, and as you can tell by my title, I'm gonna be telling you a story, but before I get to that, Jake, good luck on your finals, you got this. Lilico, I've obviously never played any of those games, but I am glad you're having fun. Mario, I would have laughed my ass off if Jar Jar Binks had just popped out of the lightsaber, oh my god. And hot damn, the Flash Arrow crossover week. I freaking loved it. And I'm still loving the Flash series, it's awesome. I'm probably actually enjoying it more than the Arrow, because as much as I love the Arrow and as awesome as I think Archery and his whole badass persona is, I do kind of enjoy that we're having antagonists with actual powers now rather than just angsty backstories. Alright, so Steph asked us what we love about Christmas, and to properly answer that, I kind of have to take you on a journey with me. I know this isn't inherently geeky, but I don't really feel like I actually share that much personal stuff about myself with you guys. So what better time to do that than Christmas, I guess. But first off, I don't know if any young children watch us or if you found this video by accident, but if you're young and still have your love of Santa Claus, please don't watch this video. Trust me, you do not want to be here, and I don't want to be the one that ruins Christmas for you. Just go watch the Santa Claus or the Rudolph or anything, and don't forget to leave Christmas cookies out for Santa on Christmas Eve and whatever. Just walk away from this video. Walk away. Okay, to start off, I do love Christmas. I love the decorations, I love going around looking at people's lights, I love giving gifts to people, and I love listening to the music. But I wish I still loved Christmas as much as I did when I was younger. I feel like I lost a lot of my Christmas spirit, I guess, in two major life moments. The first of which was when the Santa Claus bomb dropped. From various conversations, it seems like the average age that kids stop believing in Santa is like 7 or 8. I fully knew Santa was real when I was 8. I knew he was real because the cookies were always gone in the morning, unwrapped toys were beneath the tree, and suddenly our stockings were full. I knew he was real when I was old enough to start leaving him letters with the cookies, and he would respond in handwriting that matched neither of my parents or the Tooth Fairy. I knew he was real the year my mom and I read Polar Express, and he left me a bell from his sleigh that neither of my parents could hear, even though I was loudly ringing it next to their ear as loud as possible, like, oh god. They didn't even flinch. I knew he was real the year I figured maybe I should leave some fruits and veggies out for the reindeer too. And in the morning, little half-eaten bits were laying across the front lawn from the roof. I knew he was real when he left a giant sunken spot on our couch next to the cookies and sooty footprints up the inside of the chimney. Despite what kids at school were saying, I knew he was real. He was real, and so was magic, because a normal man couldn't do what he does. For me, Santa was the magic of Christmas. Until the year my parents asked me if I knew they were Santa. I was in 6th grade and had just turned 11, and they thought surely the other kids had ruined it for me by now, and if they hadn't, they didn't want me to get picked on for it, which I love them for, I do. But they didn't know about my little game of nod and smile at the unbelieving children until they stop lying about their Santa Claus parents and go away. So yeah, I bawled for an hour, they felt terrible, and that was the first year Christmas felt a little less magical. Fortunately, since that was my first year of middle school and thus the first year of my choir life, I had Christmas carols to fill the Santa-shaped void. For those who don't know already, I love singing, and I was in choirs throughout middle school, high school, and my first year of college. Besides all of the regular Christmas stuff, my Christmas joy through those years of my life was singing Christmas carols with 100 other people that also loved singing. In my second year of high school, I was one of the youngest people to join the Madrigal Choir, which is that group that dresses in the Renaissance-y clothes and sings fully a cappella, and in that group, we would travel to various places around the city and carol. So for 3 years, my Christmas joy was created by traveling to malls and various stores and hospitals and doing something beautiful that I loved doing for the entire month of December and making people smile in the process. Which made the Christmas after I graduated high school suddenly and unexpectedly very, very dull. The entire month of December just felt wrong because a huge chunk of what Christmas was to me was gone. That was 7 or 8 years ago, and still at least once a year during the Christmas season, I get really, really sad and nostalgic about it. I do still love Christmas, it's just not as Christmas as it used to be for me. Now its presence is more based on physical things like lights and cookies and gifts, rather than the feelings I used to get. I feel like friggin' Cindy Lou Who. I know I'm usually the overly positive one, but when it comes to Christmas stuff, definitely takes the wheel. But there is one guy in town who animates his lights to music, and I love visiting his house every year and just standing out there for at least a half hour to an hour just watching. So I'll definitely have to make sure I take you, Steph, there sometime during the month. Alright, sorry this video didn't have a whole lot of actually geeky content except for my inner choir nerd, but I hope everyone has an awesome weekend, stay geeky, and we'll see you next week. Besides all of the